How y'all doing this morning? Hope y'all having a blessed morning. It is 6:45 a.m. here in Little Rock, Arkansas. We got a beautiful sunrise coming up. We get some really nice sunrises here, some sunsets and everything. And I got some coffee going, and I'm just sitting here waking up. I can hear something walking around in them woods down there, but I ain't being able to see what it is. I've seen quite a few things coming out of them woods. I was sitting out here uh, early one morning, and a deer poked its head out from behind that stockade fence right there. And one morning about 5 a.m., and I got a video on this somewhere, there was two 4 or 5 point bucks standing out here. We're surrounded by parks right here. Believe it or not, there's about 4 different parks that surround me. I ain't been to a single one of them. I see something moving in the top of the trees over there. That's probably the squirrels. But also I saw what I believe is, can't say exactly, but it looked like a stoat. Also, black-footed ferrets are wild here. But this was bigger than a ferret. I've owned ferrets. I love ferrets. They make great pets. I walked mine on a leash, had a body harness with it, and I trained it to walk with me everywhere I went. I had it with me when I was traveling, and stop at a rest area and take it out and let it walk. It just amazed people how they had never seen a ferret being walked on a leash before. They're a lot of fun too, a lot of fun, and smarter than what people think, but this was bigger than that. And it had a rounded snout on it, short but rounded. I tried to look it up. It looked a lot like a stoat, they call it. So it's probably living in there, but it came right to the edge of them woods right there, and stood up and looked at me. I looked at it. It stood there for a few minutes, and then it went back off into the woods. But I don't think it went far. Now that's a very small strip of woods right there. I mean, very small. Kind of comes to a point over there down the hill, and there's a house, and then goes in kind of like a circle downhill right there, and there's houses, but there's this big old patch of wood, and right there they have the power line, so I think the city owns some of that. But you'd be surprised how many animals are living right there in them woods. But it is what it is, you know. I think the deer pass through from the park. But there are a lot of animals living in there. Some incredible birds here, too. We had, and I love birds, we get a lot of cardinals. Not so many this year. It's strange. But the year before this one, I mean, they were everywhere. And we had one that was almost a really light pinkish white. But it was definitely a cardinal. The sun's coming up over there. Ooh, it's Friday, y'all. Got my coffee on. I'm going to have me some coffee and get back to work on some things I'm doing. I mentioned this in another video. I need a fanny pack, and I talked to my son about it while I text with him. And he's sending me one. It's supposed to be here tomorrow. And he's getting it from Amazon. Now, there's an Amazon right here in Little Rock. And I believe it's open to the public. I'm going to check that out. But I don't use Amazon because, I mean, they're so expensive. I think they're expensive. but I'm looking forward to getting that. And I got my other medication delivery is coming in today, and I have to watch for that because it's has to be refrigerated. And they show up here in a box in a little styrofoam cooler with refreezable pouches in it. You know, some of them you get once they thaw, they're no good anymore, but these are refreezable. So, and the whole point of that is pardon me, if you travel, because the medication has to be refrigerated, that it gives you a cooler as well to put it in and things to keep it refrigerated with. You freeze them things. But every time I get a new order, I get one of those little coolers. So I'm going to have quite a bit of them coolers piling up here before long. But that's alright. They would make nice planters for sure outside here. At least 1 year. And they're made really well too. I like that. So, well, the world's waking up. I can hear the highway is like right over there on the other side of the river. And then down that way, I believe it's down that way a little bit, is where you hit a river. And there's a bridge there that crosses it. The pool's open, but ain't been a single person in there. Had a lot of residents here go by the pool and look in when they were still fixing it. Now that it's fixed, you don't see anybody down there. It's like it's still sinking in that it's open, because I'm sure I'm not the only one that didn't think it was ever going to be open this summer. But it's probably been years. I know I never saw it open. I've been here 2 years. It was supposed to be, you know, included in the rent, but I can't get in it by myself anyway. I got a friend that lives here in Arkansas. I ain't seen them in years. They're not in this area, but I'm hoping to see them before the summer's out, and we might actually get in that pool. Now I'd have somebody in there that, you know, that would help me to get in and out of that pool. A good friend of mine. I'd love to see him. Him and his brother's a good friend of mine. Well, I'm going to go ahead and get me some coffee. I hope y'all have a great day, a blessed Friday. Y'all take care. Bye-bye.